talking loud enough. My family's asleep, so I'm trying not to talk super loud. But I thought it might be fun to do a live at a different time of day than I normally do, because I usually do it like mid-afternoon, and I know that different people's schedules don't really allow for that. I don't even know if I'm on camera. I'm actually going to log into my computer right now to see if I'm actually on screen. So hold on one second. Let me just get to my channel here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, I'm here. So if you're here, let me know, and if it's too quiet, let me know also. I thought also if we do a late night thing, I might be able to take you into the glider room and you could see the gliders playing if they're up. Balky's awake right now, but the girls are still sleeping. So, yeah, so let me know if it's loud enough. I'll try to talk a little bit louder if it's not, but I can't get too much louder because, like I said, my family's asleep. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bree. So for those of you who are watching this on the replay, I do try to do these lives at least once a week, and I think they're really fun just to have on in the background while you're, you know, washing dishes or doing errands or whatever. Sometimes I like just to have kind of a chill live on from somebody that I enjoy watching while I'm doing things. So I do insert some ads, you know, every like 15 minutes or so I insert an ad. If you want to not skip those, that will help me earn a little bit of revenue from these lives. If you are in a hurry and you need to skip it, then totally skip it. There'll always be the option to skip. I don't get to pick which ads go on there. So if it's one of the super long ones, feel free to skip that. But if it's just a short one, if you wouldn't mind just watching it, and then I get a little bit of ads revenue from that. So, and I always take these down right after I do them, let them fully load, then add it back the next day when I can add ads and stuff in there. So if you're watching it on the replay, welcome. Be sure to comment and let me know that you're watching it on the replay. And if you have questions, let me know and I'll try to get back to you on those too. Okay, cool. Well, we have a few people here. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Do you want to go see Balky? So my sugar gliders come out for playtime. So, okay, so our nighttime routine lately has been, and I kind of messed it up tonight because I didn't expect Balky to get up this early with the time change and stuff. But I've been taking him out and putting him in the runaround, the roll around thing, and giving him some exercise. And then I don't do a ton of interaction with my gliders at night. Like tonight, I will be giving the girls a special treat that I was going to be giving them when Balky was in the roll around, but he was already up when I went in there to get him. So I kind of messed that up tonight. But so basically, we have a little bit of interaction at night, but most of our interaction is during the day. That's just kind of our typical routine. I've been trying to hand feed treats to Pika, especially. She's really warming up to me a lot more, so I've been trying to give her her favorite pieces of her dinner by hand, and that's kind of our biggest interaction. And then Balky, I'm just kind of constantly helping him move his roll around thing around when he gets stuck and that kind of thing. But besides that, we haven't been doing a ton of nighttime stuff. The other night, I had a tent out, and I don't go in the tent with them, but I, you know, obviously they can see me when they're in there, and then when it's time to be done, I open it up and they come out to me and I put them back in their cage. So just minimal interaction at nighttime typically is our routine. Alright, so if you guys want me to take you to go see Balky, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. Ooh, I should have got my water. When I get up to go show you guys the gliders, I will get my water, because my mouth gets really dry when I do these. Can you guys hear me okay? I know I'm talking more quietly than I normally do, but let me know if this is annoyingly quiet, then maybe I won't do these late night ones anymore. But if you can hear me okay, let me know. what to talk about. Usually you guys have so many more questions. Okay, I will take you guys to see Balky. Perfect. Okay, let's go do that. Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me okay. All right, I'll see. I'm going to turn the light on, which may make him not happy, but that's the only way you guys will be able to see him. Let's see. Where are you, Mr. Balky Boy? He was just awake a couple minutes ago. Oh, there he is. There's the Balky Boy. Hi, bud. You're searching for treats that are not there. I didn't hide any treats for you because I thought you were going to be in your roll around. And you're not really supposed to be eating a lot of treats because you got boobies. You're not really supposed to have boobies. But you're doing good on your weight loss, aren't you? Should we give you a little treat just because, I don't know, I'm feeling generous and you're doing good on your little diet? Let me get him a treat. Ooh, he hasn't had one of these in a long time. This is a Snacky Mouse. I only give them to him when he's being supervised because if he pops the head off, it can actually, they can get their head stuck in there. So, but he usually likes them. It's kind of bright in here, so we'll see how motivated he is to try to get that. I shove it full of Wacky Whirly straws, and then he's like, let me get that head off. And then I put treats in there as well. So we'll see how he does with that. You've forgotten how to get that one, huh? It's been a long time since I got that one out for you. Oh, are you giving up? Oh my goodness. Oh no, did you get lazy? Did you get lazy? Say, Mama, if you could just hand me a treat, that would be cool. If you didn't make me work for it. Yeah, I'm making you work for it, aren't I? Yes, I am. I try to do good foraging tips because good job, buddy. Because he and Natiri were major foragers. And so I just think that giving them variety and things that are challenging is just good enrichment for personalities like this. Yeah, normally, I mean, it's with the time change, I didn't expect him to be up this early. Typically, he wouldn't get up for another half an hour or more, maybe even an hour. The girls don't get up until closer to 10:30, but what? I know you keep thinking I'm going to give you treats because I'm here, but I'm not. I know. He says, I don't want you to pet me. I just want you to give me a treat. Okay, fine. I want you to work for your treat, mister. I want you to work for your treat. Do you want to go in the roll around? Do you want to go for a ride? He didn't want to earlier when I offered it. Sorry, buddy. That cage door closed on you, huh? Hey, I'm going to roll around. When he's still in his sleeping pouch, I will put a paper towel in the bottom of this roll around, and then I'll have him go poop and pee. I'll just take him out of his sleeping pouch and put him right in. But once he's awake, I don't chase him around with my hand because I don't want to freak him out. So if he chooses to go in there, great. And if not, then that's okay too. No, you don't want to? I know you don't. Who wants to exercise, huh? When you think you might find treats. Let's see if the girls, I'm sure they're going to crab at me. They're like, don't wake us up. Hi, babies. Hello, babies. Hello. There's a Stella baby. Hello. Hi. Yeah. What you doing, Palky? I'm just exploring. I don't have any. He's checking all the treat spots because he's just sure he's gonna find something. But I didn't hide anything in there. I didn't. I didn't hide anything in there tonight. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Hi, Annie. Yeah. His eyes so sleepy. Hi, bud. I know. Yeah. I know. You want to come to me? I'm sure you don't, but it's always a first. It's always a first. Say, Mom, I don't want you to pet me. I just want food. I know. It's like, okay, maybe one of these spots has to have something. One of these spots has to have something. They're so smart. They know all of the hiding spots, even though there's so many. Hi, baby girl. Hello. Do you want to come with Mama and have a special treat? You want to come with Mama? You want to come with Mama? That's Pika that you just heard in there. You not ready to get up yet? You not ready to get up yet? Hi. Hi, sleepyhead. You want to come and get a treat with Mama? Say, Mama, I need to know what treat you're talking about. Do you mean a good treat? Like one of these? Oh, come on. Yeah, that motivated you. Come on. Yeah, I say that's worth getting out of bed for. I'd take one of those. Okay, we'll go answer their questions while you have some treats, huh? Oh, I dropped it. Oh, no. Here, I'll just get another one. Okay, you ready? Turn the light off. Go back in the other room. I'll give you your little treat dish that I was going to just set in the cage, but since you're with me, sorry guys, it's hard to do things with one hand. Okay, let's see. I have some corn and avocado in here that she left over from her snack earlier. I'm going to set that down, and then I'm going to go get my water bottle, and then I'll look back and see what kind of questions you guys had. So if you have questions, feel free to type them. I will answer some questions while Stella Luna and I are chilling. And then we'll go check on the gliders a little bit later. Okay, let me just get my camera prop back up. Hopefully I'm not giving you guys too much motion sickness. My napkin because she just woke up, so of course she's gonna poop on me, I'm sure. So okay. Top of my head's kind of cut off, but oh no, well that's fine. Yeah, I want you to see her more than me anyway. So okay, so let me scroll back up here. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. I know it's hard when they don't wake up until super late. Mine go in through phases, and like the daylight savings and like the seasons affect it too. So I just kind of go with whatever their schedule is. Sorry, I'm trying to straighten this. Whatever, it is what it is. Okay. Oh, this Snacky Mouse, I got them off of Amazon. Yeah, you want to make sure you supervise them, because if they're good enough to get the top off, which most gliders wouldn't be able to, but some definitely would, then it actually can be, it's a good size for their head to get stuck in, so it really should be supervised. Or at least, like, I left it in there, and then I'll take it out before I go to bed if he hasn't gotten it out, you know. But I've never had any issues, but I've just heard people say that they've had problems with that in the past. So, but I got them on Amazon. Yeah. I don't know if I have a link anywhere, but if you just, yeah, I think they're called Snacky Mice, and I got mine on Amazon. Okay, let's see. Balky is the perfect example of a powdered or silver mosaic. Kimberly knows he is a mosaic from his lineage, but then people will show pictures of gliders like him and ask, what is my glider? Yes, he is a mosaic, and he definitely powdered out as he got older, and he's pretty light now. Let's see, I put all 4 of mine together 3 nights ago. They were doing good. Tonight, tent time, 2 of them kept balling up. Oh shoot. Have you watched my introduction videos? I had kind of a successful intro, and then they turned on each other, and so I have tips on that. What I ended up doing for my group was a few different things, and so I'll have you do the. Oh, she pooped and then it rolled off on my pants. Oh, great. Oh well. Okay. Well. Little poop never hurt anybody, I guess. Anyway, so I used some vanilla extract. I put it on all of them. You want to use the kind that doesn't have any alcohol that you get in the specialty baking aisle. And then I also cleaned the whole cage and put all new stuff in there, so it was like their cage was even neutral territory as far as smells. And the glider that was starting the fight, oh, she's peeing now. The glider that was starting the fight, I put him in timeout. Balky was the instigator of the fights, and so he went in a travel cage where he could see everybody, but he couldn't get to them for a night or 2, and I kept trying it out each night, and once he started fighting, I separated him and put him in a different cage. That seemed to work, but it's just kind of a trial and error thing. There's no foolproof, but I would check out those videos. Without lineage, you could guess that he is a TPM or a powdered mosaic. Most experienced breeders would know he is not a TPM, but he does look close enough that a lot of people would be able to tell. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. I have a Momo also. His name is Moki, but I call him Momo. Oh, cute. Oh yeah, on the cage, it's a thermostat and a humidity checker thingy. I got it on Amazon, and it has a little magnet, so it kind of just magnetizes to the cage. I was doing a humidifier treatment on their cage today. Oh, Stella, you got a lot of pee in you, girl. I'm glad you are getting well hydrated. So it just magnetizes. I don't leave it on there necessarily all the time, but I was doing a humidity treatment today on the cage. So I have that to see where the humidity is by their sleeping pouch where they were sleeping. So yes, that was a thermostat and a humidity checker thing. She got pee on her tail. This is gross. I'm gonna have to go wash my hands. You're not eating any of this treat, little stinker. Mama's not gonna just give you a bunch of good stuff. You just want your favorites from Mama, huh? But if I put that in the cage, you would totally eat it. You just know that when you're with Mama, you get the best stuffs, huh? Your fur looks so nice from that humidifier. Okay, let's see. just going to go down to the bottom. I don't think I miss any questions. What scale do you use to weigh them? I just got a food scale off of Amazon. I just posted an Amazon favorites video today, and that video has the scale in the description box, the link to that if you want to get the exact one that I got, but any food scale would do. I'm gonna go back to CB. I'm gonna go back to Nanite. Let's see. Do you use yogurt drops from the baby department? No, the ones that so the one I just gave her was actually came with my, with a food order that I got. It came as like a little sample pack. So I think that might actually be like a yogurt drop. But typically I just get the white chocolate chip morsels from the baking department at the grocery store. And I usually cut them in half or even quarter them. But with her, I'm trying to get her and Pika to gain weight, so I'm not really restricting that as much as I typically do. And so yeah, I don't typically, but you can, nuts.com sells yogurt drops, and I have ordered from them in the past, and they seem reasonably priced. But lately I've just been getting the white chocolate chip, because they don't have any cocoa from the grocery store. And how often should I give them honey water? So there really isn't like I basically usually only give them honey water maybe like once every couple weeks. If you're concerned that they're not drinking enough water, you could always add a little bit of honey or a little bit of apple juice. But if they seem to be drinking their water well, there really isn't any reason that you have to have honey in their water every so often. It's just if you feel like they might be getting a little dehydrated, or you haven't seen their water silo or their water bottle go down hardly at all. One thing I will say though, I was putting a little bit of honey on the water silo, like the little spout, but I stopped doing that because what I found was that it was actually in time was getting mold in, not in the spout, but like the water would mix with where I got the honey, and then there must have been some residue that went up in the silo, and even though I was changing it out every couple days, there's a spot in the silo where I couldn't get to, and it had like little black spots, so I just tossed that silo and I stopped doing that. So yeah. But you could give honey water and something besides their water bottle or their water silo. I just wouldn't necessarily recommend mixing it in that because it could be hard to clean. Haven't been in a while. I don't know what you mean. I've been doing lives once a week, but I don't usually do them at night, so this is a first. My Shaggies take treats from my hand, but Boo Boo still bites me. They both let me pet them, no problem. But when he sniffs my hand, he bites hard or multiple times with hard bites. Is there something he is telling me? He might be trying to get treats to come out of your hand. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to get in their little brains. He could be just testing your hand to see if it has treats, and he's not very gentle. He could be trying to get you to go away. He could be associating your fingers with treats, and he's confused as to why he's thinking maybe if I bite them, treats will come out. I don't know. It's really hard, especially without actually like witnessing their behavior. Balky is my only nipper, and he does tend to just nip for multiple reasons. He nips if he doesn't really want me to be touching him. He never lunges or like is aggressive like that, but if he's on me and I kind of, like if I try to do this with him, there's, oh, I'm sorry, baby girl. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I scared her. If I tried to do this with him, no, he would totally be nipping at my hand because he'd be like, I don't want to do this. No, thank you. But he also nips sometimes if he thinks that I might have a treat in my hand. So he's not trying to be aggressive, but he's kind of like, okay, bring on the treats. I think he's just trying to boss me around. I'm needing to weigh my gliders, but they are so curious and won't sit still. Oh, yeah, you don't want to. What was that noise? There was a noise in the glider room. Hold on, let's go see what that was. You don't want to weigh them just on the scale. You want to get a pouch and then tear the scale to the pouch and then weigh them in the pouch, because otherwise they wiggle around too much. What was that noise? What was that noise? Huh? Oh, kind of tipped over a toy a little bit. Nothing bad's happening. You're just oh, hi, Pika girl. Hi, Pika girl. Hi, honey. Hello. Hi, the sweet baby. Yeah. Hi, the sweet baby. She says, "Ooh, that's the lady that brings me food sometimes. I wonder if I get some foods." Yeah, she's checking all the foraging spots too. Because usually I have their food. See, look at him. He's like, I just know there has to be something in here. Are you guys starving to death? Do you need me to bring your food out? Just come on, lady. I did not expect them to get up this early. I do have their food ready. I just wasn't expecting them to get up this early. And Stella is just... Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Stella first dibs at dinner because she's so sleepy. I don't want her to not get dinner. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Hold on one second. You're going to stare at my counter. Okay. Ooh. Oh, baby girl. Do you want some food? See, I'll give you first dibs. And then put it in there. And then we can still snuggle some more if you want, okay? She's like, Mama, all this back and forth. I just don't understand. Just don't understand. All this back and forth. I know. Something that can help with the biting you can teach. Oh boy, these comments are going too fast. You can teach them to lick your fingers instead of biting by putting a little bit of honey or yogurt on your finger. They might bite at first, and then the comment went away, sorry. How do you clean their cages to keep the smell down? So the biggest thing for the smell is if the gliders are neutered, and also if you have an air purifier and you have them on a proper diet. So my cage, I spot vacuum the base of the cage a couple times a week, most weeks. And then I also, I'm going to be doing a whole cage cleaning routine, so I don't want to go super in depth, but an air purifier and a regular cleaning schedule. But honestly, like, my cage is not, I have 2 air purifiers in the room. That probably helps a lot. But my cage just does not get that smelly. Like, I clean the bottom trays once a week. I take them out and I soak them in Dawn dish soap and hot water and rinse them off really good and put them back in. And then I spot vacuum, and then like once a month I take hot water and a little bit Dawn dish soap, and I scrub down the bars with like a little mitt that I have, and then yeah, you are such a sweet baby. And then I rinse it off with water with that same little hand scrubber thing. And then I do that with the wheels too, but my cages just have not been getting that smelly, so I don't know. Hi, baby girl. Should we hide some of that food for everybody? Is there much different in price when adding gliders? Like I have 3 and I have a decent sized cage. Will it be much different adding 1 or 2? I don't think so. The biggest price is obviously the initial cost of the glider, and then it's also, you know, vet bills can add up. So the more gliders, the more potential vet bills you'll have. So you want to have a larger emergency fund. But the maintenance money wise isn't as huge. It kind of depends on the diet you're feeding and that kind of thing. But in general, adding 1 or 2 isn't significantly more expensive because you already have the cage and you already have all the toys and all that kind of stuff, you know? So, yeah. You just want to lick the yogurt off, you goofy girl. You the goofy girl. Okay. Let's take you. Sorry, you guys. You're going to get motion sickness here. I take you back. Yes, I take you back. And then we'll take this. We'll put the lid on. Where's the lid? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. I'm going to separate the peas. Let me get another little dish. Oh, here, I'll just use this lid. The peas, so I can hide those. I don't know what you guys can see right now, but I'm just separating the peas from the dinner so I can hide those around the cage so they can get that and a couple pieces of fruit too, so they can get that foraging enrichment that my gliders clearly love and are used to. So I'll do that. Okay. And I'll take this. Oh my gosh, I'm just a hot mess. It's hard doing this with one hand. Okay. Jeez. All right, Stella, you're gonna have to go on my shoulder or something. There we go. Okay, we're gonna be like a waitress here. We got this, and we got a glider, and we got our little treat tray. And I'm gonna try to set you up in the cage somewhere. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try. Because I have no idea what you can see or what you can't see. So this might be a terrible video, or it might be super awesome. I don't know. I don't know. Oh boy, that's probably really bad. I don't know. I don't know if you're able to see. I'll try not to do this for very long. Okay, I'm gonna put the food dish in here. Good baby. I will get back to your guys' questions in a minute. Here you go, Balky boy. There's a pea. I'm just feeding the gliders by hand a few peas. I'm hiding some around the cage. And then I will get back to answering your guys' questions. You want to go back in your cage, baby girl, or do you want to stay with Mama? You want to go back? She says, well, if everybody's going to be foraging, I want to go back. I don't know what you guys can see. I'm so sorry. This is like terrible video. I'm really sorry. I'm just quickly hiding some of these things around the cage, and then I will go back and sit on the couch and we will do just some regular good old question and answer, okay? This is the beauty of live, right? That it's supposed to be more relaxed. Although I feel a little stressed because I'm trying to hurry. Do you want to pee? Balky. Balky loves peas. Oh boy. Okay, we're not gonna go for the complicated spots. I'm getting too flustered. Hold on, guys. Hold on to the night. Okay. have their food dish in their cage now. I'm just gonna, on my way back to sit down, I'm gonna wash my hands because now I have food. And Estella peed on me, and so I have pee on my hands. Sorry, now you're staring at my ceiling. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, I think you can see me now. Okay. Sorry guys, I will get to answering your questions. Alright. And maybe later we can go back and see if I can get Pika to come to me from the cage and get some treats. We'll see. Alright. My glider is a bit passive. He doesn't play a lot. It may be because I don't have give him the toys for a long time. He still doesn't know how to play with his jogging wheel. What should I do to get him more active? So Tristan, a couple questions, and these may be asked already, but I'm just things pop into my head. Is he alone? If he's alone, he may be depressed, because the gliders really need a friend, and so that's the first thing. Second thing is if he's overweight, that's going to discourage him from wanting to play. But my biggest thing is if he's alone. He probably is not really wanting to be very active because he's depressed. So getting him neutered and then getting him a friend would be top priority if he is alone. Let's see, bee pollen. Oh, so if you want to try an air purifier, today I just posted a Amazon favorites video, and I have an affiliate link for an air purifier, the one that I use, in the description box of that video. So if you want to check out my main page, you'll see what I use. Bee pollen is anti-inflammatory, strengthens immune system, and food for the liver, as well as being a source of protein, vitamins, and minerals. Honey is antioxidant and has nutrients. Yes, I'm not sure. I'm sure she's answering a different question, but that is all true. Honestly, it's the time commitment. Okay, sorry, I'm missing some of these things because you guys are chatting back and forth, which is fantastic. I love it. I started my journey with my gliders, both male and I have been so happy, but I have been running into problems as far as my parents and the feeding. Do they need fruits like them, or will pellets work? Okay, so I don't think I would ever recommend, actually no, well, I guess you can never say never, but as of right now, I would never recommend a 100% pellet only diet. The diet that I'm feeding right now is the BML kibble with fruits and veggies, and then yogurt once a week. It's a very low maintenance diet, so if you're wanting something that's easy but still balanced and healthy, that might be the way to go. There really isn't a recipe. It's the recipe part is all contained in the BML kibble. It has the same nutrition as the regular BML mixture, and then you add the fruits and veggies on the side to balance out the calcium phosphorus. You can't just feed kibble. I don't think that would be very enriching, and I don't think that would be very nutritious for a glider to only have kibble in their life. Okay. Mine tell me to stick my peas. Oh, really? Balky loves peas. What are good treats for their foraging toys at night? Okay, so if you're going, so I tend to hide parts of their meal, because like I said, I'm feeding the BML kibble with the fruits and veggies on the side, and so because it's not all mixed together, it's easy for me to separate out pieces and then hide them. My gliders have clearly gotten very used to that because they get up early to go forage. I really think it's enriching for them. Pika and Stella even do that now, even though I've only been doing that for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. They now are, because I've been taking Valky out and giving them a chance to forage, they're loving it, and they get up earlier so that they can forage. So I like doing that because you don't want to over treat your gliders, and by hiding a bunch of treats, especially when you have a glider like Valky who wakes up before everybody else so that he can get all the treats, it's hard to hide a bunch of treats each night because it's not going to get evenly distributed between all the gliders. So my number one thing is to see if you can come up with some creative ways to actually hide parts of their actual meal. Things like peas and corn and grapes and things like that that are not going to be really super messy to hide. You know, you wouldn't want to hide something like that has yogurt or protein or, you know, egg or chicken or whatever, because then you're going to need to make sure you remove whatever foraging cup you put that in and clean it each day, and that's going to be a pain. But if it's just something that is self-contained, like a, you know, a fruit or a vegetable that's not going to make a bunch of mess, so I hide the peas, the carrots, the corn, and the green beans, and then a couple pieces of fruit, and I hide them all around the cage. And then they get up and forage for those. I usually let the girls get up before Balky. I have Balky in his runaround so that they can get a chance to find some stuff before he makes short work of it, because he always makes sure he gets up before everybody else. But if you're talking about just treats, a great thing to do is, and I talk about this in my video that I just posted today, so if you want to reference that, but fish sticks, there's a special kind of fish sticks that you can get, they're made specifically for pets, and you can break them up into little pieces, which I love. Even if you have, like, you know, yogurt drops or that kind of thing, you can cut them up into small pieces so that so say you have one, you know, a treat that's this big, if you chop it up into really small pieces and hide it, then that's even more enrichment because it's more places for them to find it. So making it challenging, small pieces is kind of key. So I like to do that. I also hide, sometimes I'll hide pumpkin seeds. I have that in the video that I posted today as well. I think in the video I featured pumpkin seeds, fish sticks, and that might be, and Happy Glider pellets. So if they have a pellet that they really like my gliders are on the BML kibble, so that's their primary pellet, but they also really like the Happy Glider pellets. So I will hide some of those in there for foraging. Yeah, I hope that answered your question. I also get the Morgs and Friends subscription boxes, and each month there's a little mini packet of treats, of usually like a dried fruit or a nut or a seed, and well, not a nut, a seed. Well, maybe almonds. I don't know. Anyway, and so that I collect all of those in a little container, and then I use that for their foraging. It always makes me nervous. Maybe Lisa would know. She probably would know if she's still here. But it makes me nervous to buy dried fruit in the store because I'm not sure what ingredients to look for or what to not have in there. Sometimes when they dry it, there's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's something that they put in there to have it have a longer shelf life. And I don't think that's good for your gliders. So it makes me nervous to buy them myself. And then also, you don't really want to buy it in bulk because you don't want to give them that many treats. So it's nice to have the little sample packs. So. I got my cage from Amazon, and oh shoot, am I frozen? Oh, I'm not frozen. Okay. I got my cage from Amazon, and the bigger the better. A double critter nation would be good for like 2 or 3 gliders. right now I have 3 double critter nations with the cage build that I have. And I could, so I could easily fit, 9, 10 gliders in there. But I only have 3, and I don't think that you can really. I mean, obviously square footage per glider matters, but I think the bigger the better. Keeping in mind that they're arboreal, so having a tall enclosure is really nice and beneficial and enriching for them. So instead of looking at the minimum, I would look at what is your maximum amount of space and trying to utilize that. The thing I love about the double critter nations is that you can get you could get a double stack, double critter nation, and then down the line, if you say, hey, I have an extra $150 or whatever, you can do the add-on. And then if down the line you're like, hey, I have another $250, I'll do one on the side. You can add to it and make it bigger. So I love that about the double critter nations. And the add-ons, and I have all of those links. I have affiliate links in the video that I just posted today on my Amazon favorites. And any other video where I show my cage, I have my affiliate links for the cage in there as well. Yes, you're right. He's alone, a bit overweight. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will get him a friend. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah, gliders really do need a friend. Make sure he gets neutered first though, because if you put a female with him, obviously they're gonna have babies, and you might think, oh, that's no big deal, but there's glider breeding is very, very complicated, and it can be really, anyway, it's a lot. And then also there's a very, very high chance of inbreeding, even if you get gliders from 2 completely different places. Because of the original amount of gliders that were brought over into the pet trade in the 90s. So it's very, very likely that 2 gliders could be too closely related, and they could have babies that were blind or have the wiggles or whatever. And you don't want to put another unneutered male with him, because they could easily fight and injure each other. So neuter him first, and then find him a friend. I don't know if you saw my comment earlier, but I got my 1 glider neutered, and I'm so excited because I can reunite him after my birthday. My birthday is April 2nd, and I can put him back on. Oh, nice. No, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Oh, April 3rd. Cool. Oh, here's hate peas. That's so funny. Yeah, they are so different with like the things that they prefer. I am, as of right now, using nitrate powder and apples with pellets and mealworms dried. I have never heard of that as a staple diet. I don't think that would be on the recommended list. If somebody else knows, please let me know. Are sugar snap peas fattening? I wouldn't say they're fattening. Each fruit and vegetable has higher sugar and carbohydrate content. They have different nutritional value. So peas are one of the higher carb, higher sugar vegetables, but they're still a vegetable, right? So to say fattening, I don't know about that, but they are higher calorie, I believe, and I think they have higher sugar content than some vegetables. But with the BML diet, the only vegetables that you feed is corn, carrots, peas, and green beans. So you're restricted to just those vegetables. And then there's a longer list of fruit that you can do. I just wanted to say hello, Kim. This is my first live. Both myself, breeder, and kids love you guys. You and your babies have been so helpful in bringing home our first 3 shuggies. Oh, that's so nice, Tiffany. Thank you. Okay, so Lisa said no sulfites and no extra sugar is what you want to see in the dried fruit if you're looking for your gliders. I'm actually going to screenshot that, Lisa. Sulfites, on the label, when you're looking at the dried fruit, does it actually say sulfites, or are there different words for sulfite? You know what I'm saying? Like artificial sweeteners, there's different words to look out for. Is there different words for sulfites, or will it say like sulfite free, or it just won't have sulfites listed on the ingredients? You can get a dehydrator. We have one, and then you know what's in it. That is a good idea. Dehydration machine is very affordable, and you can dehydrate anything really. That's a great idea. Yes. I would love to stay, but I gotta go to have school in the morning. Okay, thanks for joining, Emily. Is it the, Lisa asks, is it the exotic nutrition powder? When you were listing earlier, you said that they were using, looking for that comment. I'm scrolling back up. Where'd that comment go? Oh, nutrient powder and apples with pellets and mealworms dried. And Lisa is asking if it's exotic nutrition powder. My breeder recommends Critter Love staple and salads. The site is extremely helpful and even has recipes for recommended salads. Yeah, the salads are really well balanced, and I know that they've done a lot of research on that. I don't really know much about the Critter Love diet. I've never done it personally, so I've not looked into it a lot. Yeah. It lists any form of sulfites in the ingredients. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, like, when it's a sulfite, like, what words would you look for? Like, what, I don't know. I'll have to look into that, I guess. But see, this is why I'm afraid to buy dried fruit, because I don't know what all the sulfite names are. Alright, I think I'm all caught up on questions. Oh, let's see. I'm taking my one boy to be neutered end of the week or early next week. I'm scared of the procedure for such a small animal. He is still young. I'm worried about the anesthesia. So, I mean, obviously there's a risk anytime you put any animal or person under anesthesia. My gliders have personally gone under anesthesia, all of them, and they've all come out just fine, no complications. So don't worry, it's very, very common procedure. Are you doing a laser neuter or a cautery neuter, or do you know which kind of neuter your vet's doing? One of them has a less recovery time, is why I'm asking. Let's see, how do you clean the cage? I mean, all of the inside and outside. The gliders get their sticky little patties all over the cage, and also scent mark. Your cage is so big. Yeah, I talked about that at the beginning of the video, and I will be doing a cage cleaning video. But the main thing in my cage that gets dirty is the floor pieces, and I vacuum that out a couple times a week. I have a vacuum that doesn't have bristles, so it doesn't get like gross. So I vacuum that out like once a week, maybe twice, and then once a week I vacuum it out, and then I take the trays and I soak them in my bathtub with hot water and Blue Dawn dish soap. And then every couple of weeks or every month, I have a little scrubby pad thing that I put on my hand, and I use like Blue Dawn dish soap and hot water, and I scrub down a section of the bars, and then I use usually like the sections that get the messiest. There's usually certain sections, like it kind of depends on where their food dish is. But the thing that and I'll do a whole video on that, but the thing that I'm really loving with this BML kibble thing, and I'm loving it, I've only done it for a couple of weeks, so I'm not like, this is the best diet ever, everybody needs to do it. I'm still trying it out. But one thing I have noticed is that the mess factor is a lot less, because there's not like honey, there's not a lot, like you do yogurt once a week, so their little paws don't actually get nearly as dirty as they do with a lot of other diets. But you know, like I was doing TPG before, and it doesn't have any honey in it, but it has like applesauce, which is very sticky. It can be, it's sticky when it dries, and And so they would get it on their hands and then lick it off a little bit, but then it's on their hands and then they jump on stuff, you know, it gets messy. Whereas this diet is quite a bit cleaner, it seems like. Although it is messier in the sense that I hide the food around the cage, and so then they're eating it and then throwing it everywhere, but it's like I can vacuum that up. I'd much rather have that mess than like sticky mess, if that makes sense. Oh, so I was teaching TPG and I recently switched, and like I said, I'm not like 100% sure that I'm going to stick with it forever. But for right now, I'm doing the BML kibble. So it's the BML diet that's been around forever, well tested. The same people made a BML kibble. And then you have this kibble and then you serve it with fruit and veggies and then yogurt once a week. And then my gliders like it if I let the kibble soak up the juices from the fruits and vegetables. They eat it much better that way than if it's just dry. And yeah, it's really easy and they seem to like it. Oh, Lisa, you're so smart. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this too. So Lisa is listing off the things that, if you're looking for dried fruit, what you want to look out for on the label. She said you want to watch out for, if it says, I'm going to butcher these names, but you guys can read it. It says potassium busulfite, sodium sulfite, potassium sulfite, sodium busulfite are examples. They always include the word sulfite in some form. Thank you, Letha. So smart. Okay, so if you're looking for dried fruit for your gliders, you don't want to see anything that is added sugar or sulfite of some variation. I'm not really having much smell issue. I just wipe out their food mess every day and then do, like she said, a deeper clean and wipe the bars because they will drag their fruit up the bars. Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 air purifiers in my room. So I think that makes a big difference, but my room, it doesn't smell, like, so, I don't know. Neuters are either cautery or laser. Laser heals faster, but not all vets offer that procedure. Cautery is most common, and it's either palm off or palm on procedure. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Lisa. You're so awesome. I love it when you're on these lives. Uh-oh, am I frozen? Darn it. Sorry, I froze. I'm back. Alright, since I'm caught up with questions, I think what I'll do is I'm going to take my phone and see if I can get Pika to have some of this treat mixture that I had. Some corn. She loves corn. I'll see if I can get her to eat some corn from my hand. I'm trying to hand feed her favorite things so that she is bonding to me. Earlier today, I was doing a TikTok live and I had her out and she was just like sitting in my hand, very similar to how Salaluna does, and I was like, who is this glider? What have you done with Pika? And she was just so chill. I mean, she's not quite the same, obviously. She never will be the same because they have different temperaments, but she's getting much more bonded to me by doing this hand feeding business. So, yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you still. Good, you didn't miss me saying I love you, Lisa, because I said that when I was frozen. We get people food organic dry. Do you dry in an oven? We don't use preservatives. Yeah, you can also dry in the oven. Yeah, I should Google like that. I've never dried anything. I'm not very domestic, but that would be nice. Especially because a lot of the fruits that are in the BML, I mean apples and grapes, obviously. You can find dried apples and dried grapes, but yeah, it'd be interesting. Okay, let's go can feed Pika them food. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna switch this around so I can actually see what you guys see. The lighting in the camera is not as good on this one, but that's okay. It'll be okay. I'm in my jammies. I don't know if you guys have been able to see that. I'm interested to look back and see if you guys were actually able to see anything when I had it propped up in the cage before. Pika girls. There's Balky still. There's a Balky boy. I know, you really want treats, huh? Where's a Pika Pika? You hear her crabbing from the... She wasn't very loud. It was like a, I'm asleep. Pika Pika. Pika Pika girl. Oh, are you so tough? Are you so tough and scary? Are you so tough and scary? Oh yeah, look at that scary face. Look at that scary face. You're so scary. Oh my goodness. Does that scary face want a piece of corn? Oh yeah. That's good. She's like all talk too. She's never bit me once. She just gets cranky sometimes, but she's a tiny terror. Yes, she is. Okay, let's see. I was hoping she would be up, because then sometimes I've been sitting by the cage with like a little thing of treats and then she comes to me. But maybe I'll grab her with my bonding mitt. Let me see if I can get my little phone holder thing here doing. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry, the lighting's terrible, but it's nighttime, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So we'll get the Pika Pika out. I know, Balky. Pika Pika Pika. Oh, I know. I know, you're so scary. You're so scary. You're such a loud girl. You're such a scary loud girl. I know. You're such a scary loud girl. I know. You're so scary. You don't want to take it from me now that I got you up? You stinker. See, I only want to eat if I'm safe in my pouch. Oh no. Okay, well at least they can say hi. You say hi to everybody, don't jump. That's not going to end well for you if you jump. You're going to plop against the window. There's nothing to jump to. No? You don't want to take it? You want some corn? Okay, fine. I'll put her back in her pouch and I'll give her some corn that way. Watch her take the corn when she's back in there. That's my guess, is she will take it once she's back in her pouch. Oh, did you come out? Oh. Yeah, okay, so now she's not in her pouch. She actually got out of her pouch. But she took it from me when she was in the cage. She's like, I need to be in my safe place before I will take any corn. I know, Balky. Okay, Balky, you've gotten lazy since Natiri died. You used to go crazy over these, you little lazy bones. I'll take that out. He didn't even really try. He's too busy foraging for the peas that I hid around, I guess. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna give her a couple more pieces of corn and call it a night. Probably go to bed. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope I didn't give you motion sickness. This live was a little more kind of, but you know what? It's a live. Lives are supposed to be chill, right? Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.